Everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the presentation of your printables, of your studies, of your products, everything that you're trying to put out there. Presentation is everything. You could have the most wonderful, helpful printables or actual studies in the world, but if you don't package them in a way that people are like, oh my gosh, I totally have to have that, chances are they're not going to be as fruitful as you'd hope. And so specifically, we're talking about the mock-ups that you use for, let's say, your Etsy shop, the images and the designs that you use for your Pinterest pins, really any type of graphic that you're putting out there in the world for people to see, to promote your, if you're starting a new study, again, in your Pinterest pins and so forth, those graphics need to be eye-catching and engaging. And so I'm going to show you just a couple of different examples of what I'm talking about, and then give you some tips for making sure that yours stand out in the feed. Okay, so let me share my screen here. Okay, so I did a search here in Pinterest for just Esther Bible study, just because we keep using Esther. And so as you look through this feed, what stands out at you? So as you, let's say you were searching and you scroll this feed, which of these image designs really pops out at you and makes you really want to click on? I mean, they're all about Esther, but which ones actually encourage you to want to click and learn more, right? So your colors, your backdrop, things like that, like using two-tone coloring. There's a whole bunch of different ones on here. I mean, this one's kind of, I don't know, for me personally, kind of blah. I probably wouldn't save this one, but this one is really pretty, right? They combined the color, made it a little darker, putting the word Bible study if it's an actual Bible study. So these are just some examples for the written content, like your blog post type content, or even your videos. Now, I would say if you are going to make the pins for your videos, which you totally should, you might want to actually put on here video Bible study or something like that, just so they know it's a video. So the words that you put on the page, this one's actually really good. I like this one. And so it's a free inductive Bible study workbook. It's got a couple of the mock-ups on here with the little arrows. It's very eye-catching. The colors are very pretty, very soft. I would save this image. And so with your content, so let's say the stuff on your website, you're going to have your blog post pins, of course, but you could also make pins if the blog post actually has a printable in it that they can download for free. You can make a pin for that too. Okay, so let's talk about the mock-ups, like images that literally promote the printable versions of stuff. So if you look through here, and I'll just be honest. So like this one here, I don't know this person. I probably wouldn't click it. The colors are very dark. It's not very inviting, but more importantly, well, that one's not really promoting printables, but even if it was just blog post, I probably wouldn't save this one just because it doesn't stand out to me. It doesn't speak to me. Now, majority of your target audience is going to be women. Women tend to like the softer palettes, pinks and purple, the wine and flower colors and stuff, right? So just kind of keep that in mind. So scroll this page and kind of look like what things about it really stand out to you. This one right here was my #1 pin. Like it gets so much traffic. It's pretty old. It just continually sends me a lot of traffic. But you see some of these other ones, different various. So there's like a background element, and then there's an overlay here. But when you're promoting your printable things, the mock-ups are so important. You want to have them on there. Don't worry about blurring them out so people can't just copy what's on there. Honestly, most people are on this right here. They don't have time. Now, maybe other bloggers who are just trying to cheat and steal what you already have, but I really wouldn't worry too much about that. Put a good replica of what you're offering so they can actually see it. Let them see the goods before they decide if they want it. Here's some different styles, backgrounds. Let's see. This one here is a nice yellow background. This one's kind of plain. I mean, it's still got the mock-up, but it's kind of plain. Again, presentation is everything. Vivid, bold colors, floral elements even. But most importantly, for anything having to do with printable, make sure the printables are on there. Like here's another one, and so forth. Okay, so let me go over here to Etsy real quick. So in Etsy, I did a printable Bible study guide just as an example. You can kind of see the different ones in here. They're kind of, then I see this pretty blue one. This is my friend Teresa from Ladies Drawing Nigh. And you can see, I mean, there's multiple tones, right? So it's not just like, this is just a wooden background with the image on it. Like it's kind of like, but this has a good, nice mock-up. When I hover over it, it's going to go to the video, which is the next image. It's got the sizing. There's 41 pages, and each of those little bubbles are kind of in a different color, but it's a color that still matches the blues that are on here, right? So it stands out. Her two-tone in the title here, chronological in black, Bible study journal in white. Again, it's eye-catching. Let's see. Some other ones. Hers are the best. I love hers. Here's another one of hers. See how it just stands out? I mean, this stands out too because it's really yellow, but this is pretty. This one's unique. I kind of like that one. So anyway, these are just things to keep in mind. Let me stop this here. When you make especially your Etsy covers. Now on Etsy, you should have gotten the tutorial for setting up your Etsy shop and all that. I have a YouTube series on that. Making sure you add a video as well as 10 images. I think you can put 10 images. Make sure you put all different, angles, whatever. But that cover image needs to be bold, needs to stand out, use good colors. Like some colors just don't go together. They're like if you have, say, light blue background and then a medium blue for letters, sometimes people can't really see that. So black would pop on that light blue or something, pink background, black pop, things like that. Don't go crazy with the cursive text. Maybe use that minimally. Make sure people can read what is on there. But those actual images of the printables are so important. People want to see if you just said, download your free, Bible study journal, whatever. But then if you actually showed pictures of it, people are like, oh my gosh, like that's really cool. I think I need that. But if they just saw the words Bible study journal, it's not enticing. So there is huge power in the visual presentation of everything that you do. So again, the cover images, if you create promo, like for your events, like your live Zooms and things like that, your covers, make them bold, make them vivid. If you're going to include a free printable, put that little, printable on there, and then little arrows that says free printable. Doing these as idea pins, even if you're really jumping into idea pins on Pinterest with the blinking arrows, things like that. Your presentation for every single thing that you do is often going to be the deciding factor of whether someone clicks it or buys it, honestly. Because if the packaging is kind of they're going to think the inside is as well, and they're just not going to check it out. So the best way to figure out what to do is what we've done here is just go in, do a search for what your thing is, look at all the ones that come up, and what stands out at you in those feeds, what makes you click on one over another, and then kind of use that as inspiration for develop your own kind of template design style. And then make templates for everything that you're going to do. Make your Etsy templates, make your Pinterest templates, Facebook or Instagram kind of design, things like that. And that we already have them ready. And so all you got to do is kind of plug and play with the different things that you're trying to promote. So anyway, that's all for this video. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Be sure to like this video and, come over to the Facebook group if you have any questions or just need help kind of figuring out a good layout for your own. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.